Hello everyone, Body Bags here with another FGG Top 8 deck profile. We got Indiana Green here. Indiana Green, he's hasn't played Yu-Gi-Oh in about 12 years. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so I haven't played in about 8 years. I quit around
8 years.
right before Zodiac came out and just didn't have the money to compete with the cards when my daughter was born. So now that Edison's around and it's cheap, decided to get back into it and kind of feel the
Yeah, that's
stuff
great.
again.
We got another fellow dad in the top 8, Daniel Shoddy. Yeah, you should talk to him. They literally have they
were
call
talking
themselves
earlier.
the dads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
saw that.
tell us what you did today. You made top 8. You just came out of
my tiebreakers must have been amazing because I was 5-2, 6-2, 7 rounds X2, and yeah, my loss was to this really strange Kawaki Miru rock stun deck.
Yeah.
In round 3.
that deck looks spicy.
Yeah, and that's what beat me in top 4 or top
Yeah.
8.
Oh,
as
no
well.
way.
Yeah.
Same
I
guy.
play him. And then my other loss was to my friend Ricky Grant playing Black Wings. And he
Ricky's a
also
great
top
guy.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a good tournament. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you came out.
Me too.
Want to get into the deck profile?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
All right.
So, playing Diva Hero Beat. Got the 3 Alias, of course, and Stratos and Ocean for the hero package. And for water monsters, 2 Gilman, 3 Diva. There's no way in hell I would ever cut to one of these. A lot of people just play one, but I drew this so many times that if I didn't have the second one, there's no way I would have
Yeah,
played
you
it.
just brick.
It would have been over, yeah. 2 Honest for your 3 light monsters in the main deck.
They keep coming back though.
Yeah, they do. And then you got the Android and the extra deck. I actually won my last round before top 8 because I honested with and Magical Android.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. And you got the 2 good cards. Even though you play like a lot of traps, a lot of the times you just cannot play a card, and Gore's won a lot of games. I would not cut this.
Yeah, for sure.
It was really, really good. That's how I made my top 8 game. Mole can just balance pretty much everything. It's really good against like Bayou and stuff. It's hard to give a read on the format just because I haven't played enough.
Yeah, you're just coming back. But I think you did just fine with your monster choices there. Yeah, Grand Mole's sick.
3 of the best card in the deck. Make Absolute Zero. Best card in the format.
Oh yeah.
And then 3 Gemini Sparks. These are really good. So when you summon an alias and then they bottomless, you can chain it and get rid of something else and draw a card.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Yeah, you just play like belligerently because you're not afraid of anything. Yeah.
You can be pretty ignorant. The search package for the heroes. MST Heavy Storm for back row removal. Even though you're playing 13 traps in the deck, whatever it is, you're only going to set between 1 to 3 at a time. So
Yeah.
Heavy Storm's still really good. Obviously, Future Fusion and Brain Control. Brain Control was really good. I stole a couple games with just that last, pay the 800, steal your monster, swing for game. Just typical shenanigans. Trap cards are 3D Prison. This was just really good removal. I often sided out one of them depending on the matchup, but it was still really good. 2 Bottomless, just typical removal. Hero Blast is amazing. There was a guy in my last round that was playing the same Diva Hero Beat but did not play.
No way.
All.
Interesting.
It was a really strange version of the deck. But this just gave me so much advantage.
Yeah, I've seen people go to 1 maybe, but cutting it all together.
Complete. He said he didn't
weird.
like the card.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Huh.
Typical removal. And Starlight Solemn. Just so you can kind of play ignorantly if you want to, or this is good against Icarus Attack. Just all kinds of good stuff in the format. Heavy Storm. I actually won a game because I needed like 3 extra points of damage, and I heavied my own back row and then flipped my own
love
Stardust.
doing that. I won a game the last tournament doing that. Yeah.
Dude, it felt so good. He was so surprised.
Yeah.
And it was against like the Amaryllis burn deck, so I just like needed to get the game over with as soon as possible.
Yeah, those grind you to pieces.
And obviously Dust Shoot and Compulse. Compulse is really, really good, especially against like Bayou Turbo, which is one of the most represented decks.
Yeah.
It seems like, and which is good for pretty much anything that's coming from the extra deck. So
For sure.
there is another one in the side deck. That's how good it is.
Yeah, totally agree.
For the extra deck, 3 Absolute Zeros and Gaia. This actually saw some play because of the Kawaki Miru Rock deck. I was able to side in the Super Polys.
Oh, that's crazy.
To get around these, like,
yeah.
this 2800 beater that was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I played this just because Cyber Dragon's on the side, but never made it. No Gemini decks, just kind of have it. Here's the card that I made the most. You just obviously diva into it with Gilman, and actually at one point I had both on the field and was gaining like 2,400, like the 12 for one, 12 for the other.
Yeah, yeah.
It was stupid. Catastor, this is the other one that you make kind of frequently because of the diva play. And then pretty much everything else is just for brain control diva.
Yeah. Oh, what? Here, let me see that Colossal Fighter.
Oh, dude, I colored that when I was like 12 years old.
No, you did not.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I just had it forever.
I love that. You gotta get Batman now.
Yeah, I don't have a Batman. I've got a War Machine. Actually, Chuck has a War Machine.
Do Goyle Guardian as your Batman. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be cool, right?
Yeah.
And then the Stardust just for the Starlight Road.
Nice.
And for the side, the one Kaiku, this was really good against the Bayous, and the Kawaki Mirror deck I sided it in. Pretty much anything that you want to get stuff out of the graveyard, and then they can't like banish stuff from the graveyard while it's on the field. And I believe in Edison, this was pre-errated, so you could still remove spell cards and traps as well. It wasn't just monsters.
Unsure.
But that didn't come up at all.
Yeah.
One Snowman Eater. I was playing 2, but I cut it down at the last second to play some more traps. I sided it in like once or twice, never saw it.
Yeah.
Fossil Dino was for frogs, didn't play any frogs. I played a Diva Hero, like the Synchro Caius version. But
Yeah.
didn't see those. Cyber Dragon, pretty much any game that you go second, you side these in. It's just a good free summon to beat over stuff. And you can synchro with Diva for like Black Rose and random stuff.
Yeah.
One Nobleman. There was a lot of set Raikos and Nimble Hamsters. Just,
Edison format.
the first guy I played round 1 was playing Gravekeeper Spies.
Ew.
And I didn't see this either. But
Oh,
it would've
okay.
been nice.
Yeah.
Super Poly is just one of the most ridiculous cards ever printed. Since you can't respond to it, and everybody's playing hero, so you just synchro. The last game that I played against the mirror match,
Yeah.
he made 2 Absolute Zeros on the field at the same time for some reason, and I just super polyed them both away. I don't know. What
That's
he was
crazy.
doing. Another Starlight Road. This was for playing Black Wings because I knew they were playing like 3 Icarus.
Yeah,
technically.
Icarus, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of nuts. When I did side it in, and it did actually come in handy against Ricky in our game, even though I lost to him. Compulse, because this is just so good for like value and stuff. Mind Crush, I didn't actually side this in. Nothing searched enough to really need it, but
Gotcha.
it's there in case you need it. 7 Tools, this was more for like Icarus attack. I just really did not want to get blown out by
Yeah, I
Icarus.
can tell.
Because I mean, I don't have the experience for the format. Everyone said Black Wings are huge. It's like the cheapest deck. I just did not want to get blown out by an Icarus attack. And then Dust Tornadoes I cited in quite frequently. They were really good. Yeah.
Interesting.
They were really good against the Kawaki Miru guy, even though I did end up losing to him both times in top 8.
Yeah, it's so interesting. The other top 8 hero beat said he didn't use Dust Tornado even one time. He's like, yeah, I just don't like it. I'm probably gonna cut it next time. So it's interesting. It's interesting to see that like you have like an entirely different take on it. I love that.
This was really good. For a lot of decks, and I think I used the second effect to like destroy and then set another one maybe once.
Yeah.
Which kind of comes in handy. It's a little niche effect, but
yeah,
it does happen. So that's the deck.
Cool.
It was a fun tournament.
Yeah, I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah, I did, dude. It was really nice to get back out and play Yu-Gi-Oh again. It felt like kind of getting back on the horse again,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think a lot of people are coming back for Edison format. Like I can't
Yeah.
tell you how many times I've heard like, oh, I played when I was like a teenager, or like, you know, a couple of years ago and then I had to quit.
Yep.
But yeah, people are coming back. We got Mr. Edison format Keegan over there who
Yep.
invented the format.
I was watching his videos last night while
Yeah.
putting my deck together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But you know, shout out to my wife for kind of telling me to get back out there and get
So
back into
supportive.
playing.
Yeah,
it
shout out
was
to the
really nice.
wives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love her.
Cool, man.
But yeah, it was
Got-
a good tournament, man. I had fun.
I'm glad you had fun. Cool. Well, thanks for coming. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.